Hex, don't force choke me!
Oh, no, Badger, my hand is just really cramped from all this Star Wars Uprising we've been playing on the office tablet.
Oh yeah, me too.
You should both get robot hands. Everyone in Star Wars gets them eventually.
Star Wars Uprising is an action role-playing game set just after the events of Return of the Jedi and just before the upcoming Star Wars film The Force Awakens.
Affirmative. Starting in the Burn and Con system, you take on odd jobs and bounties as you work your way up the ranks of various factions in the Anoat sector, leveling up and building allies.
And as you would expect from a Star Wars game, Uprising is extremely detailed, both in the design of the worlds and character gear, to the customizability, and the myriad of activities that your character can partake in.
There are more facets to this game than there are spin-offs in the Star Wars franchise.
Yeah, I mean, there are crew runs, battles, assault missions, repeatable missions, story missions, gear finding, upgrades, training, XP, and reputation points. Whew, I mean, that's a lot to keep you busy.
Yeah, but despite all this, it's a very linear game. You're always pushed to do exactly what the game wants you to. The story was linked together by action sequences, which were quite fun. Running around shooting stormtroopers, aliens, and thugs, but they did become a bit repetitive. Same sequence, slightly different layout. And the side missions, assault missions, and battles were all exactly the same as the story missions, just without any dialogue at the beginning or end.
Well, that didn't bother me too much. However, it would have been nice to have a bit more diversity in your attack and defense capabilities.
A tech warning here. Battery power. Even with the office tablet plugged into a wall, it was still losing charge. And don't think that I didn't notice that you could play as a male or female alien or human, but not as a droid. I expected better robo-representation from a Star Wars title.
Actually, Darren, I think you're right. What about a cool bounty hunter droid like IG-88? Personally, I chose to play as a smuggler who I named Garfield. She's an alien who hates the evil Empire almost as much as she hates Mondays.
Well, another good thing about the game is that it's accessible to gamers of all skill levels. Each mission gives you a choice of different difficulty levels depending on your character's ranking and how confident you feel about the upcoming mission.
Affirmative. The higher the difficulty, the higher the reward.
So what do you think, Hex? Will you continue to uprise?
It's pretty good. It's got an interesting story and detailed characters, and I loved the crew runs. But Darren's right, it drains the battery like crazy. I'm giving this 2.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
We should point out the game does have in-app purchases, but you definitely don't need them to progress. The action sequences do get a little samey, but if you're a mega Star Wars fan, then there's a lot to keep you busy. I'm giving it 3 out of 5 rubber chickens.
Enjoy it while you can. Because my new blazer will soon silence millions across the galaxy.
You've gone too far this time, Darth Darren. Hexoka, we need to do something.
All right, well, let's head to the Falcon and check for any incoming transmissions from the spawnlings that might help.
Wait until Emperor Kerry hears about this.